We'd been best friends since kindergarten. Our lockers were next to each other. We shared everything, our laughter, our fears, our dreams. And now it seemed like we shared our secrets, too. But whose secrets were they? I stared at the screen, my heart pounding. Just moments ago, I'd been laughing, talking about everything and nothing, just like we always did. But now I was frozen, trapped in a nightmare of my own making. In front of me on the screen were messages, hidden messages that exposed a side of my best friend that I never knew existed. How could this be? What had I stumbled upon? It all started with a simple act of kindness. Liam had caught me staring at his phone. "What's up?" he asked, grinning, knowing full well what had caught my attention. He was always playing games on his phone, his thumbs working faster than the eye could see, his focus unwavering. I, on the other hand, had a deep-seated fear of missing out. It was like an itch I couldn't scratch, a phantom limb that ached for something I'd never had. While Liam was a master at keeping his cool, I was a walking disaster waiting to happen. When I was younger, it used to be so much easier. I'd sneak into his locker when no one was around and rifle through his stuff. At first, it was harmless, just looking through his notes, checking out his action figures. But then I started going through his text messages. They were just text messages, right? What could they possibly do to hurt me? I told myself that I wasn't betraying his trust because he trusted me. We were best friends. Didn't that mean he'd want me to know what he was going through? I justified my actions by telling myself that if he had a problem, I was there to help him. I never thought he'd actually tell me anything bad. So imagine my surprise when I read messages from his girlfriend breaking up with him, from his parents fighting, from his bullies taunting him. I felt like I'd invaded his privacy, but at the same time, I'd seen his pain. Fast forward to present day, and my curiosity has only grown. Now, with phones being practically glued to our hands, it was harder to catch a glimpse of Liam's digital life. But I was determined. After all, what were best friends for? And let's face it, I was only doing it to protect him. I scanned the messages on his phone, desperate to find any sign of trouble, any reason to worry. Then it hit me. There was one place left to look, the one place where he never expected me to go, his private messages. The confrontation was inevitable. I could see the surprise on Liam's face, the shock, the betrayal. He must have thought I'd never find out, but the look that truly sent chills down my spine was his reaction. His calm, his eerie calm, it was like nothing I'd ever seen before. The secrets I'd uncovered were dark, dangerous, and they changed everything. But it was Liam's reaction that truly terrified me. And now here I was, staring at the screen, replaying every message, every word, every breath. I felt like I was drowning in secrets, suffocating under the weight of lies. How could I have been so blind? How could I have not seen the signs? I wanted to scream, to break the silence, but no sound came out. I was trapped in a silent scream, a prisoner in my own mind. As the night wore on, the weight of the secrets grew heavier. They twisted and turned inside me, infecting my thoughts, poisoning my emotions. I felt like I was losing my grip, slipping into a darkness that threatened to consume me. I tried to reach out, to grab onto something, anything, but there was nothing. I was falling into a pit of despair. With trembling hands, I scrolled through the messages, each one a dagger piercing my heart. I read about his double life, his secret relationships, his hidden past. It was a world away from the Liam I knew, the Liam I called my best friend. It was like discovering a planet unknown, a reality that defied the laws of physics, a parallel universe where my best friend didn't exist. And then it hit me. All this time, I'd been so focused on Liam, on his secrets, that I'd forgotten about myself. I was lost in a labyrinth of lies, but who was holding the map? Who was pulling the strings? In the game of secrets, I realized I was not just a player, I was the game. I was the secret. My entire existence was a secret waiting to be uncovered. In the end, I realized that sometimes the people we trust most can hide the darkest truths.